Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. This is Simone and today we're gonna explore the Christchurch Record Fair here in the UK. I'm now here at the train station making my way to Christchurch. I'm there to see one of my best friends and it just happens to be a record fair on, so I'm not gonna have a lot of time, but I'm gonna see if I can pop in and see if I can find anything from my want list. First of all, pardon my appearance. It's been a manic 3 weeks between work and personal commitments. It's been quite tough, but it's life. If you don't know, I am a dance teacher, I'm a musician, and a clinical massage therapist. So during the week, I do all sorts of stuff. And I collect records because I really love music, I cherish it, I respect the artists and the people in the industry, and it's a way for me to honor memories. I hate pictures and photographs, I just can't stand them, so for me, memories are attached to music and sound and covers and places and record stores, so that's why I do what I do. And that's why I'm here so early on a Sunday morning, making my way down to Christchurch. Now, will I find anything? Well, we'll see. Record fairs for me are always a hit and miss. Usually they're very good or I just don't find anything. That's not because of the record fair's fault or the sellers. It just happens that my want list is always all over the place, meaning that a lot of things I already have of the back catalog somehow, and I don't need multiple copies of that or variations of that. And the things that I have in my want list are usually either very cheap heat that I could just buy off of Discogs, but I don't because a lot of times shipping costs are way higher than the record itself, and it's really not worth it. So I'm hoping to find these things in the wild, and or I have big buck items that I just don't want to pull the trigger on, something that I have never seen, and it's tough. I'm not made of money yet, so and especially for like records that are like £800, do I really want to spend that much money? No, not really, not for me. Regardless of the album, regardless of how limited it is, I'm gonna wait for a reissue. So I'm happy to spend good money on stuff that is just really hard to find in good conditions, of course. Anything else, it's hard to justify that kind of expense. Now, we'll see what we can find. One thing that I love about record fairs is that they allow me to really find new music, and that's why I love also watching videos of people going through the bins, because usually in bins, even in record stores, not just in record fairs, there's the stuff that I know and that I have. Okay, there's the stuff that I know that I don't need, the stuff that I know and I don't like, so why would I buy it? And then there's the big stuff, the big chunk of it is stuff that I don't know, I'm not familiar with. And sometimes you have a chance to listen to it on the spot, but most times I either don't have the time or the place doesn't have the turntable or access to listening stations, which means then having footage of the bins allows me to go home and do my homework, look up these records, find them online, listen to them, and see if I like them. Now, if it's absolute cheap for a pound or two and it looks interesting, I might sort of buy it and sort of hope for the best. But at the same time, I also don't have, I'd rather spend money on something that I know I will like and enjoy and cherish and hold. So I love discovering new music and doing that through records, but at the same time, it's also balancing my finances with that and not just wasting too much money on stuff that I don't know. Sometimes I'm lucky, sometimes I'm not, and I genuinely do a lot of homework, so I listen to a lot of stuff at home, looking for stuff that I'm not familiar with to expand my horizons and to just have a different conversation with music, a different conversation with myself, different thoughts, different inspiration. And for everything else that I do as a dance teacher, as a musician, and as a massage therapist, I need more information and ideas and provocations to really make sure that I don't just become the stereotype of myself. Anyway, enough talking, let's get going. So that's it from the Christchurch Record Fair. I didn't find anything this time around. There was a lot of sealed reissues that I'm not into, lots of bargain CDs I'm not into. Yeah, some people were also not really happy for me to film, so I'm only showing what I could actually film. I'm definitely gonna do my homework. There's a couple of records that I found that looked very interesting, that I'm not familiar with, so I think that's something that I need to eventually look into. And I was surprised by the amount of people that actually turned up. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that many people on a rainy Sunday morning in Christchurch. Let me know if I missed anything, if I missed a deal, or if you recommend any of the things that you saw and you're like, oh, that's a good album, you gotta check it out. Please let me know. Let me know what you would have picked up as well. But for now, we'll leave it at that. Subscribe, like this video, all that jazz. You know what to do. And I'll see you on the next one.